Dr. Anya Sharma, a woman whose quiet strength had been the backbone of Northwood General Hospital for over a decade, found her world fracturing with the force of director Alastair Finch's voice. "You're terminated, Sharma. Your coat and ID now." The dismissal echoed through the polished lobby, a spectacle for startled patients and hushed staff. Anya, her dark eyes holding a storm of disbelief, surrendered her white coat. This public stripping of her professional identity felt like a brand. Gross violation of protocol, unauthorized treatment, misuse of hospital resources. Finch's face, a mask of self-righteous fury, contorted with each accusation. Anya heard the unspoken words beneath the tirade, the subtle biases she had navigated for years in the hushed corridors and the sting of opportunities denied. Director Finch. Anya's voice, though steady, carried an edge. "Last night, I saved a life. A man brought in near death, no identification, no insurance." Finch's fist slammed onto the reception desk. "No payment? And you squandered vital resources on a vagrant." The memory flashed. The emergency doors hissing open, a figure collapsing, clothes ripped and stained. "Help me." The man had gasped before oblivion claimed him. The night receptionist, preoccupied with her phone, hadn't moved. No insurance, no treatment, the rules. But Anya had reacted instinctively, years of training overriding protocol. Weak pulse, shallow breaths. Every second screamed urgency. "Page Dr. Ramirez. Prep Trauma Bay 1, she commanded, already at the fallen man's side. But Dr. Sharma, the rules, the receptionist had begun. To hell with the rules. He's dying. Back in the sterile present, Anya handed her ID to Marcus Jones, the security guard whose quiet nods had always been a silent acknowledgement. He avoided her gaze as he escorted her out. "You'll regret this, Finch," Anya stated, her voice resonating with conviction. "One day, you'll understand I saved more than just a life." Finch's laughter was a harsh, grating sound. "You saving nobody. Now get out before I call the authorities." As Anya walked through the revolving doors for the last time, she noticed something amiss. The familiar figure of the homeless man who always occupied the corner was gone. In his place stood a man in an expensive suit, a high-end phone pressed to his ear. Unseen by anyone inside, the man Anya had saved wore a $250,000 timepiece beneath the grime. And at that very moment, a silent storm was gathering force. The morning sun cast long shadows as Anya entered her modest home in the Willow Creek district, a stark contrast to the affluent neighborhood surrounding Northwood General. Yet, within her small kitchen, a resolve hardened. 3 missed calls from an unknown number flickered on her screen. On the 4th, a crisp, professional voice cut through her weariness. "Dr. Anya Sharma? This is Julian Thorne, senior partner at Sterling & Associates. We need to discuss the patient you treated last night. Urgently." "A lawsuit?" Anya's blood ran cold. "I was just doing my job." "Quite the contrary, Dr. Sharma," Thorne continued. "The man you saved, his actions will have consequences far beyond your imagination. Can we meet in an hour?" The downtown cafe buzzed with the city's elite. Anya, still in her now coatless uniform, spotted Thorne, a distinguished black man, waving from a secluded table. He slid a tablet across to her. "This is Mr. Alastair Ramsey, CEO of Omni Health Corporation." Anya's breath hitched. The polished image on the screen was the same face she had cleaned of blood and dirt the night before. He was dressed like a beggar. "Indeed, Mr. Ramsey has a penchant for solitary hikes. Yesterday, he suffered a severe accident. He was attempting to reach the nearest medical facility, yours." Meanwhile, at Northwood General, Finch held court. Sharma's dismissal serves as a clear message, he declared to the assembled staff. Violation of policy will not be tolerated. The night receptionist offered a smug nod. Dr. Ramirez, the only physician of Hispanic descent, remained silent, his jaw tight. Unbeknownst to Finch, digital eyes were now scrutinizing his every move. Security footage was being reviewed, internal communications dissected. Thorne's voice broke through Anya's shock. "Mr. Ramsey is displeased." Not with you, Dr. Sharma, but with the hospital. He recounted everything. Your compassion, Finch's callousness, the public humiliation. Tears pricked Anya's eyes. I only did what was right. And that is precisely why he wishes to help you. But we must be strategic. Finch has powerful allies. Days blurred into a haze of overdue bills and uncertainty. Behind the scenes, a meticulous plan unfolded, orchestrated by Ramsey from his private hospital suite. I want everything on Finch, he'd instructed his team. Every denied patient, every instance of discrimination, every questionable transaction. Proof. The investigation unearthed a chilling pattern. Over 5 years, 87% of non-Caucasian patients without premium insurance have been turned away. Coincidentally, substantial donations had flowed into the mayoral campaign of Finch's brother shortly after each budget restructuring. Cruel messages trickled in from former colleagues. The receptionist posted, "Rules are rules for a reason. Hashtag justice served." But a private message from Marcus Jones offered a flicker of hope. "Dr. Sharma, I have something you need to see." The security system records audio too. The recording revealed Finch's venomous words, that insubordinate Sharma needed to be put in her place. Saving a derelict, perfect excuse. Finch, oblivious, toasted his success at a charity gala. Northwood General has never been stronger. We've streamlined our operations. Profits are up 18% this quarter. The waiter pouring champagne wore a discreet camera. Every word was being relayed to a team of lawyers blocks away. What had seemed like a crushing defeat was about to become a profound lesson for Northwood General and the elitist system it represented. Underestimating compassion had a price that Finch's downfall commenced at his own celebratory gala. As he basked in the accolades, the ballroom screens flickered, the institutional video replaced by security footage. That insubordinate Sharma, Finch's face drained of color. "We denied admission to 287 minority patients this month. Excellent work." The video segued to falsified records, embezzled funds, damning emails. Then, a familiar voice echoed. "My name is Alistair Ramsey. On the 15th, I was refused entry to Northwood General. Without Dr. Sharma's courage, I would be dead." As Finch lunged for the exit, federal agents materialized. Agent Davies, a man whose career had been dedicated to fighting discrimination, approached. "Alistair Finch, you're under arrest for fraud, institutional discrimination, and embezzlement." Handcuffed, Finch saw Anya enter, elegant in a deep blue suit, flanked by Ramsey and his legal team. "You," Finch spat. "You orchestrated this." Anya's voice was calm. "No, Director Finch, you orchestrated this. I simply documented it." Ramsey stepped forward. "The irony? My corporation just acquired Northwood General. Our priority? Universal health care, inspired by Dr. Sharma's actions." The receptionist tried to slip away but was intercepted by Jones. "The FBI has an invitation for you too," he said with a grim smile. News alerts flashed on guest phones. Northwood General scandal. Elite hospital accused of medical apartheid. "My reputation. My career." Finch roared as he was led away. "Everything you stole." Anya's voice resonated. "From patients, from professionals, from a community that trusted you." The mayor, Finch's brother, found himself surrounded by reporters. "Mr. Mayor, regarding the substantial donations from Northwood General." In his suite, Ramsey watched the news. "Dear Anya," he murmured into the phone, "you saved more than my life. You saved the integrity of an entire profession." Hashtag Justice for Anya trended globally. When Anya took the stage in the ballroom, the spotlights, once meant for Finch, illuminated her. For 10 years, she began, her voice unwavering. "I watched people die for lack of a credit card. I saw brilliant colleagues dismissed for the color of their skin. I was humiliated for saving a life." Dr. Ramirez stepped forward, his voice thick with emotion. "I witnessed it all. My silence was my shame. Dr. Sharma, you're the doctor we should all aspire to be." As Finch was placed in the police car, he saw Anya surrounded by applause. His empire, built on prejudice, was crumbling. 6 months later, Northwood General was reborn as the Anya Sharma Medical Center. Universal care. Anya, now medical director, greeted patients with a warm smile. Jones, head of security, beamed. The waiting list is immense, Dr. Sharma. At the front desk, Maria Rodriguez, a bilingual nurse once deemed unsuitable, treated everyone with respect. Dr. Ramirez, now chief of emergency medicine, showed Anya a tablet. Another anonymous donation, $5 million. Former sponsors, their reputations tarnished, were trying to atone. In a distant prison, Finch cleaned toilets. Johnson visited, handing him an invitation to the renaming ceremony and a newspaper article. Discriminated nurse transforms elite hospital into national healthcare model. Finch's life had imploded at the opening ceremony. Ramsey declared, "A year ago, this woman saved my life. Today, thanks to her, thousands will be saved annually." Anya, in her new uniform, stood under the lights. "When I was fired, I thought it was the end. But sometimes, the universe moves us from the wrong place to the right one." Hashtag Modelo Anya Sharma trended worldwide. Universities clamored for her lectures. Her biography was underway. The former receptionist now worked as a cashier, cringing every time Anya appeared on TV. Anya announced a full scholarship program for minority medical students. No one will be denied the chance to save lives because of their background. Ramsey pledged $100 million to expand the model. As the applause thundered, Anya had a moment of clarity. The best revenge was not destruction, but creation. She hadn't just taken down a corrupt system. She had built an empire of compassion, rendering his malice obsolete. While Finch languished in his cell, Anya Sharma became a symbol of hope, proving that true greatness blossoms from compassion, and sometimes, being fired for doing what's right is merely the prelude to something infinitely greater.